Today's video is on prime and composite numbers. So what is a prime number? So before we get to prime numbers, we need to figure out what a factor is. So a factor is, let's write this down, a factor is a number that you are going to multiply. Okay, and then a product would be the answer you get when you multiply two numbers. So let's give an example of that. So let's say I do 6 times 2 equals 12. So when I have those two numbers, my factors are the numbers that I'm multiplying. So 6 is a factor, and 2 is also a factor. 12 is my product. Okay, so that's factors and products. And without a factor and product, we can't come up with a prime. So let's get to that. So what is a prime number? A prime number is a number greater than 1 that is divisible only by 1 and itself. So a prime number cannot be divided by anything else but the number 1 and itself. So let's look at what you can use to help you figure that out is a multiplication table, and you guys all have a copy of a multiplication table. So let's look at some examples of a prime number. So let me just put a number down. 5. 5, and I go to my multiplication table. I say 5, where can I find it? So I look for the 5, 5 is right there. 5 can be divided by itself and 1. Nowhere else on this multiplication table can I see 5. It's here again, but again, it's 5 and 1. There's nowhere else I can see it being multiplied. So I look on this table, I go, which other numbers are prime numbers? Numbers that cannot be multiplied by any other number besides itself and 1. So let's see. Let's go to 8. Can 8 be multiplied by something else? We look at 8. 8 can be divided by 2, by 4, by 1, by 8. Okay, so that's not a prime. That wouldn't be a prime number. Let's look for another one. So let's say I give you the number 11. Look for 11. 11, again, right there. 11 is 11 and 1. Now look anywhere else. Can I see any more 11s? Here we go. 11 and 1. So it cannot be divided by anything else besides 11 and 1. And I'll give you a few more examples so you have a few more there. The number 2. Let's see. The number 3. And again, you can check those out. Go on to the next page. So what is a composite number? A composite number is a number which has more than 2 factors. So any number that has more than 2. So in the last picture, in the last screen, we tried 8, right? So we said 8 was not a prime because we said 8 we could find has a factor. So the factor is 2 times 4 equals 8. We know 8 times 1 equals 8. So it has more than 2 factors. So more than 2 numbers can divide that number. So that's what makes it a composite number. So let's try another one. Let's do the number, let's see, 15. And I look here and I say, okay, so where's 15? Can I find 15? Is 15 a prime and a composite? So I say 15 is 5 and 3. And then I found 15 again. Look, 5 times 3. And then I know that 15 can be divisible by itself and 1. So we know that it has more than 2 factors. So any number that can be divided by or has more factors than 2 would be a composite number. Multiplication table, because I don't have it here. So on this screen, we look here and we say 23 is the number we're looking at. Let's find 23. Can we find it anywhere? Looking through it, I'm looking, and guess what, guys? Can't find it. That tells me something. If I can't find it, okay, so So here's your first task. I want you to list all the factors of 23. So the number I'm giving you is 23. I want you to list all of the factors of 23, and then I want you to tell me, is it a prime or is it a composite number? So go ahead and pause the video, and then come back when you're ready. So go ahead and pause, and welcome back. So let's look at the number 23. So what I can do is I'm just going to flip back to the previous screen, guys. So you can only divisible by itself and 1, which makes it what? A prime or a composite? You want to think about that for a quick second? If it's only divisible by itself and 1, it makes it a prime number. So there were no factors for that one. So I'm looking at the number 24 now. So again, same thing. I want you to list all of the factors of 24, and I want you to tell me if it's a prime or a composite number. So go ahead and pause the video, and welcome back. So once again, this time you'll have the multiplication table in front of you, so you'll be able to, you've done that and you've used that to help you find the answer. So I'm going to list out some factors of 24. I know 1 times 24 is 24. That's a given. What else can I think of? I know 2 times 12 is 24. I know 3 times 8 is 24, and you could have used your multiplication table to list all of these. I know 4 times 6 is 24. So these are all the factors I can think of. So these are all factors of 24. So I would list them all out. So I've got 24 has 8 factors, and I'm going to list them all out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So you think, where did Miss Matala get all these numbers? Right here, look. Oops, sorry. There's my 1, 2, 3, 4. See, there's no 5. There is no 5 there. 5 does not work, but there is 6. There is an 8. There is a 12, and there is a 24. All of these numbers are considered my factors. They are all numbers that would be listed when I'm listing how many factors there are. And I know that because it has more than 2 factors, it is considered a composite number. So this is the task that I'm going to leave you with. So I want you to list all the factors of 25 and 61, and then I want you to indicate to me whether that is a prime or a composite number. So that's your homework. I'm going to expect that to be with you in class tomorrow. Good luck.